Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin, and I do apologize if things sound a little different. I was making some tweaks and some adjustments. Might be a little loud. Yeah. Check 1, 2. Should be a little bit better, hopefully. I don't know what adjustments. Okay, I need to. 1 second. I gotta readjust things now. Bear with me. We'll get started soon, hopefully. Gonna be okay? Maybe. Okay, so, without too much complications, I was playing just a little bit ago, and then the entire game just decided to die on me, and then now I had to verify files, and it's been a very arduous 15 minutes, but I'm logging back in, so we're going to be hopping in here in just a moment. I do want to mention to everybody watching this that I do have a few announcements to make here at the very start of this. I haven't streamed for a while, obviously, but I'm just waiting to hop in here and make sure there's no golden bells rung or anything like that. Music volume, yep, okay. So everything seems like it's okay. I might need to readjust one tiny little element, but it should be okay. This the one? I have no idea. I don't want to put it down there because then it would reveal things. Are you the element? You are not the element, because there goes Raven. Sorry, Raven. Let me fix it. There we go. It's all better now. Is it this color source? I have two different ones. Yes, it is. So if I were to just do that, there we go. And then put that back over there and lock it in place. There we go. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying? Black Desert, a few announcements to make. So first announcement, I have been busy. I have been working. Trust me, I have. The big thing that I've been working on is my life skills. As you can see, I finally hit Master 1 on Sailing. I'm very close to Master 1 on Barter. Once I get this, which should take me about 3 more refreshes or so of bartering, I will be Master Everything minimum. And then I am currently 6 out of 11 Guru, and I'm working toward the other ones. My end of year goal, if you want to go back and check that out, it was back in January, like near the end of January. I made a video describing what are some of the goals that I want to achieve by the end of the year, as far as like gear wise, as far as life skills, as far as everything goes. To my credit of getting things done, I did get a pen Manos writing crop. I'm trying to remember what all I've actually done. I did get my flask up to Tet. I think I already had this at Tet. I know I already had that at Pen. This Tet. I still need to work on the tanning knife. That might be... I'm trying to debate, because I've been doing a lot of like sailing and bartering. I might just try to go for a Manos sailing log. But I'm not sure if I want to do pen on this, pen ladle, or maybe pen tanning knife. The pen ladle would put me at 2000 mastery without any buffs. So that could be good, because 2000 mastery is like the sweet spot for cooking. So trying to think what exactly I should do next. Eventually, all of these I want pen eventually, but yeah, one thing at a time. I have not even bothered yet with trying to get a pen Manos clothes. I have a lot of Tets, but that's it. Nothing pen yet. Again, if I would just pen the cook's clothes or pen the ladle, that would put me at 2k mastery no matter what. Don't think there's much else really to talk about. Too much. I have accrued quite a bit of crow coins, as you can see, 141,000. That's a lot, in my opinion. Each refresh is somewhere between like 2,000 to 3,000, maybe 4,000 crow coins if you get a special barter as well. So minimum like 2,000 is what I usually say per refresh. So you can do some math. That's a lot of refreshes. The only thing I forgot to mention was this was a pity. This was 35 failed attempts. So this unfortunately was a pity, but it is a pen, and I don't really care. The journey's half the fun, but what's more fun is actually getting to the destination, in my opinion. I did finally break down and get a fishing tank as well because of a recent update where you can add a fisher to your boat. So I did finally break down to get this because my inventory being filled with random fish was annoying. There is no filter for that fish though. According to the patch notes, that is planned for a quote future update. So that is going to that's going to be addressed in the future. So you can like trash green grade or blue grade fish. So anything and everything that my guy is catching is just being, you know, caught and stored in this fish tank or my inventory when it gets full. Still no progress on pre-owns. There's still a lot of pry. I did repair them up. I think this necklace was hurt a little bit. One of these rings was like 30 durability gone, so I just repaired them up. That was it. Let's talk about what we're doing today. We're going to be catching horses. So I'm going to be using this artifact Lightstone combo. The artifacts themselves are training XP, so it's a total of 10% there, 35% from the artifacts. I'm going to be losing 500 mastery, but I don't think that matters too much. I'm going to be using trainer's clothes. Sorry, I took them off. 30% training XP gain. I do have a +4 for the fine horse trainer, but that's more mount XP, not really trainer XP. I'm going to specifically be focusing on training XP, and there is silver embroidered for these, but it's basically the same thing as the fine horses. It doesn't give the what's it called, trainer's XP. So buffs that I will be running today, and hoping. Let me back up a second. I'm hoping to hit Master 9 today. I might do like 2 hours of this. We'll see how I feel after an hour. But if I can do 2 hours, it would be nice if I can maybe push for Master 10. That'd be really good today because that's almost 2 levels. One of the main reasons that I'm doing this is because of XP event. So Mount XP and Life XP for training, those are all, you know, 50%. Pretty much any life skill minus trading has 50% extra, which is kind of annoying in my opinion. But, you know, PA really hates trading apparently. Here's my pet group. I probably should change these back to not consume so much. So this is my pet group here. An extra 16% for normal EXP. I don't believe that there's anything for... no, because there is like horse XP. There it is. Mount or training XP. Okay. But then like this 5% versus... like this 4%, sure, but I don't know. Maybe I can find, how many mount ones do I have? Or like training XP? Was it just these two? Training XP. Those are 2 different ones. And these are like 3%. So now we're getting into like min-max territory. So I don't think I need you at the moment, nor you at the moment. So let me go ahead and get these 2 training ones. There we go. So that will put me at 10% there, and then life at another 10%. Total of 20% from pets. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Fairy buffs. I've debated on using this over a seafood. A seafood cron meal gives you 10% life EXP. The Stonetail, and also it's 2 hours. Stonetail is 10 hours, but it gives 20%. And the reason why I may not want to do this is because these are basically in limited supply. In limited, not unlimited, for anybody confuses it. You can obtain them through other various methods, like you go to your currency, and if you exchange horses, for instance, let me see if I can find it real quick. Where's it at? Right here. You can purchase them for like 40, which is essentially 4 horses. In my opinion, that's okay, but if you can't get, if you're not going to like Imperial at level 15, one of these meals probably could do like 8 horses, maybe more. Like in the span of 10 hours, you can probably get like at least 4 horses, probably push for like 12 horses in that time period to level 15 Imperial delivery, and then get 10 seals per horse at tier 6. So there's that back and forth in my brain, like, do I use it, do I not? Because I'm probably only going to do like 2 hours of this, but I could use the excess after I get done on the stream today with training more horses on wagon. So I've accepted that this is what I'm going to do today instead of seafood. Also, Laura's warm black tea, is that 68? Yeah, I've been using quite a bit of these overnight with celerity draughts, which I've also thought about, like 20% life skill for an hour, or 20% trade XP. And I think I'm probably going to do this one, the trade XP ones. And this is 3 hours versus an hour, so. Perfume I'm going to be rocking as well for 20% extra life XP. I do have quite a bit of these. It's only 10%, but I might as well start using the GM's Blessings. I have 9 of them stored up. Now we're getting to the juicy stuff. So these are also kind of limited. They are doing a challenge event stuff right now where they are giving these out relatively, I think, every single day nowadays. There's an event going on. I'll probably show it off at some point near the end. But you can get some Courser auras, some item loot scrolls, and a few other different scrolls too, like some, like, I think it's the Giovanni ones. But this here will give an extra 30% trainee XP, life XP plus 150. This is the juicy boy right here. 150% is a lot, trust me. You have to get 3 of the daily 50% ones, and then use Simple Alchemy to combine them together to get this. So this here is going to be very, very good. The reason why I'm not using this over here is because this will be considered over this. This is only 20% with 100 more mastery, but this is 30%, and this is 5 hours. Yeah. Can I math? Yeah, that's 5. So this I'd rather have over this. So that's why I'm not using that. There's also a few other life plus 50% from like years and years ago. I'm probably holding on to those for like the final push. Like maybe I'll use these for farming or something. I'm not sure. I do have some Mount XP scrolls. There's also this one over here. I'm not going to be using those because I don't really care about Mount XP necessarily. I have over 300 Secret Book of Florin, so I'd probably start using those. And then all the rest of these are more combat type scrolls. So those are the buffs that I'm going to be using. I do have a few other ones that don't show up on the list, like there's an extra 25% here for an hour. I'm going to try to move these into a location I can see. This is a 10-hour buff. These are energy. Let's move this over here. That's another energy item. This is more of a combat item, so I don't really need it. This one here is more... This is only 15 minutes, though. I'm not going to use that. This is an hour. And there's also the Japchae, I believe it is called or pronounced. More life skill, more life skill. I'm just going to move these up out of the way just so I have more of an idea. Let's move this down here. This will be gone eventually as well. Some of these buffs I'm going to probably use until they're like gone. Let's move some of these things down over here. I don't really need these seeds, but I'm holding on to them for some reason. Move this down here. Into... flare down like that. That looks better. So these are the other buffs. Extra 25%. Mount XP is plus 50%, which I'm not really concerned about, but the life XP 10 hour right here, good. 50% for an extra hour. This also applies to party members, so it could be good to use in parties. 10-hour buff here. I don't know. This one, there's 2 different types of goldfish. So there's this one here, and then crispy goldfish. Goldfish. There we go. Yeah, no, I just have the one. I must have used the other ones. And then there's 30% here, 30%. This is hour, 2 hours, and then the final one, 30% for an hour. Nice. So, I might be interacting with guildmates too here and there because this isn't going to be too crazy. All right, is this also? No, it's not. That's the combat egg. All right. So I need to not accidentally change pet group here. I have a like muscle memory to always change to the pet group that I'm going to be using, and the pet group that I have right now has 2 that are not part of any groups. The Griff and Henry up there. So. But yeah, that is basically all that I'm doing today, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to turn up the in-game volume. I don't know if that changed it, did it?
I'm afraid. I want to go home.
Where's Black Desert on this? It's not showing up on my volume mixer. Uh-oh. There it is. How are you not showing up on the mixer? Whatever. I'll just crank up the volume in-game here. I don't really have anything set up for like external for volume or like music on YouTube or anything like that. The last two things that I forgot to mention, I am going to be using Treants Tier, which is an extra 30%, and then also Turning Gates. This is a Villa Scroll thing, extra 10% there. I think the only other percentage-based thing is this journal, another 10%. And I think that's about it. This doesn't add... No, it doesn't. Yeah, 30% there. Okay. I do have the Vinaya writing, but that's only Mount XP. So in case people are like, why aren't you wearing it? Why are you wearing this like booty shorts thing? It's because this doesn't actually give me anything of value. All right, so I don't know why I hopped on the horse and ate pop buffs. I'm definitely not confused and lost today, I swear. So where's the hour-long buffs? Let's see. Hour. This is 2 hour, 1 hour. This is 10 hour. This will be 1 hour. I like how, by the way, this is 60 minutes. This says 1 HR. I just don't, I don't get it. Okay, that's parlay thing. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, hour buffs, 2 hour, and then 10 hour. So that's what we'll do. I'm stalling a little bit, I know. Stalling. Good pop buffs. This is one of my favorite things to do, is just put all the buffs there and look at that buff bar. Oh, and guildmates are talking about crystals. This is the crystal group that I'm using. So this crystal group is 50% extra, only 2 life skill 40 life skill mastery, and once again for the artifact. So that's all the buffs. That's everything. Let's get to it. Starting out at training 19.55%. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this because I like to kind of keep track of what I'm doing here. I have met too many horses when trying to go up to a higher location than where I was standing. Where did you go? There you are. So I'm going to try to position myself in a way where I am going down a hill toward the horse and not up a hill. It just makes it a lot easier. All right. Gosh, I'm not used to a flying mount that like flies around, so when I saw Henry appear, it scared me. I thought it was another person. Like, what you doing here, boy? Really freaked me out. So for anybody wondering what I'm going to be doing or how I'm going to be doing this today, I'm going to be storing some of these horses, but not every single one. At a certain point, I will probably just end up selling, because this is all for the purpose of getting training XP to level up training to Master 9 and Master 10 subsequent levels. So it's not necessarily for holding onto the horse and like breeding and that sort of thing. I will be taking, because I have run out of most of the female horses that I was breeding with. I believe most of them were at Calpheon like area, but as you can see, this is the only 2 that I have left, so I need to start stockpiling more female horses here. So I'm hoping for more female, and people might be mad at my naming convention, but male horses are going to be named Jack and female horses are going to be named Jenny. And you might also wonder why I have 4 horse spots in some of these locations. I think it's a value pack, or it is the book. It's the book. You get an extra stable slot and wharf slot for all regions. So if you're scratching your head like, I know that you can only get a maximum of X over at this location, how can you store 1 extra? It's because of the book. Because I freaked out too. I was like, at Olvia I can have 10 due to, I think it was loyalty stable slots, and then I think there might be a horse ranch at Olvia. I'm not sure. I can hold up to 10, I know that much. And then when I popped those books up there, which I didn't even mention, that book up there gives an extra, I think, 50% for life skill. So we're pushing a lot of life EXP today. That put me over 20. That's crazy. What was it before? Like 18.6? This is just how bad my memory is, guys. I'm sorry. Nothing. 19.5. So that was over 1%. So I basically need to capture 100 horses to level up one full time. But it's fine. There's only 2, 5, 2, 5, 7? There's like 7 per server. And it takes more than like 15 minutes to do these 7. Or maybe more than 10, I don't remember. About 15 minutes, that's all I remember. 19.55. Let's do a calculator. 20.62 minus 19.55. It's 1.07. Sheesh, dude. Alright, Jenny. I need you to go over to Calphion. So I don't know what the maximums are, and I imagine that after my book runs out, that the horses will continue to stay at the stables that they're registered to or they're transported to. So it probably will still continue to be there, and then I'll have people like months later be like, "Oh, he's hacking." I'm not hacking. It's just I had a temporary buff that went away, and the game doesn't penalize you when it goes away. It's not like, you know, your Central Market storage, thanks to the Camasylvia buff, if it were to go away, that anything over that value would be deleted. So therefore, it would just like figure out what's the most recent thing you bought and then just delete it from your account. Anyways, I digress. I really have certain memories about certain content creators years ago, or, you know, they did something that seemed kind of strange. They never explained it because they just, you know, are used to it. And then the whole community's like, "This is confirmed they're a cheater. They're hacking. Yeah, I found out about it. Look at me. I'm so smart."
If it's about Calphion, go grab that Fogan and talk with him. A horse is the best military weapon. It's the reason that great horse is essential.
Alright. So, yeah, the horse thing, it sometimes can teleport. That's what I'm talking about, the horse teleport. Sometimes, I don't know what's the cause of it. Sometimes the horse will teleport right away, like the moment that I'm here and hop off my horse, the horse shows up. Other times, that's not what happens, so I don't know. If I hop on my horse, do a little jig, and then hop off. Nope, nothing happened. Oh, horse is walking. You could hurry it up a little bit, thank you. Alright, a level 1. That's fantastic. It's not actually fantastic. I'm being very satirical already today. Northeastern Gateway. Alright. Here. This is slightly uphill. I don't like this, but we'll just hope that it's not too bad. Alright. Let's see how this rotation goes. I'll know for sure how long it took because of how long my hour buffs have been consumed. So far we're at 8 minutes. And I would say this might be the like halfway horse. I know that sounds weird. This is the 4th horse out of 7, so this is like the midway point, so it's probably going to be about 16-ish minutes, depending. See, sometimes the horse just teleports. I don't know why. Getting a lot of males today, which is not entirely what I'm looking for. We're looking for the ladies, but you know. Off I go then. always check to make sure that my sword is put away. Alright. Is this another, so there's a video, I think I made this meme the last time. There's a video by a YouTube channel called Donut. They're a car YouTube channel. And they did a video called How Much Horsepower is One Horse? And they went and talked to some folks who had a black stallion, and they call him Big D. This kind of looks like Big D. Black coats, black mane, black tail. And I remember making that meme the last time because I found another horse that was just pure black like that. So I don't want to make Black D too, but there's that part of me that really wants to. Alright, Big D2, get over here.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that Fogan and talk.
Let's see if I have him in the list while I wait. Pretty sure. Yeah, right there. Big D, Eastern Gateway. Tier 6, male. Level 9. If this one is level 10, then I would... that part of me wants to call him Bigger D, but we're not going to do that, because that's... I don't like innuendo stuff, so... Come on, Big D. It would be really funny though if he was like level 1 and then I named him Bigger D, but there's irony because then he's technically like level 1. Anyways, yep. Big D. There we go. Level 5. All right, cool. I am now officially contractually obligated that every time we find a pure black coat, black hair horse like that, I must name him Big D. So now there's just 2 left. Oh, is that another Big D? Okay, he is resetting. And if it's a female horse, I don't know. What's the female version of Big D? Big She? Sorry, that was a bad joke. I could do, like some people would say, like D could stand for daddy or dad. So like M could stand for mommy or mom. So I could do Big M. The memes, they write themselves. Might do that. If this is female, I'm gonna do Big M. Where is... There's Becky. Becky, off into the sunset. Meow. No teleport? Okay.
If it's about Calphion, go
It says register, but, oh, well, it's slightly faster, I would say.
Mole is an expert on Fogan language. Isn't he great?
It's male, okay. Maybe this, coat pattern can only be... I'm sorry, we're just gonna pretend that never happened. Rip Big D3. I love that you can keep naming the horses the same name, by the way. Like, it's not like, oh, you already have a mount, name that. Because I would just start with numbers. I would just be like, horse 1, horse 2, horse 3. Like, I would just do that. I'm not one to be, like, creative. It's just not who I am. Please go back that way, thank you. We're going to reset over to that position, and that is technically uphill a little bit. Why are you going uphill? I had an issue with elk one time, so it's just progress. This is progress. I accidentally tried to wrangle a elk, or an elk once. It was annoying. All right. All right. Where are we at? So this is going to be the last horse here. So for one server, granted that some of these were a little quicker. Let's go ahead and throw this over at Calpheon. So this was 15 minutes. I'm going to hide my screen temporarily so I can go ahead and server hop. I don't want people finding me and murdering me with all my buffs. So 15 minutes for a server, 7 horses. We're looking at, by that logic, for 2 hours, that would be 8, 16? Yeah, 8 servers, right? 8 servers. Mental math is not my strongest suit these days. 4 different servers, total of 8 for the 2 hours. 7 horses per, that's 56 horses. And I needed about 80%, and each horse is about 1%. So I don't know in the 2 hours if I'll even be able to get Master 9 today. Which really hurts to say out loud, but you know, this is training for you. I would have to almost go 3 hours today, I think. Hey, look, it's Big D. Is that part of me that when I see a horse like the exact opposite, it's not quite pure white, but you know, it's the same like uniform orange yellow kind of color. I almost want to name this one Little M. Maybe I should just shut up and just I'm trying to come up with clever names. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this, alright? I've always been bad at naming things. Pokemon games, would you like to name your new friend? I'm like, it's a Piplup, so Piplup. Let's not change perfection. I know, Griff. It's tiring work. Oh. Alright, well this is a male, so can't name it Little M. Male needs to be thrown to a 1 in Heidel. Interestingly, today, this time, I did do this in the past, maybe a couple months ago. It's been a while, though. I believe I was getting a lot more female than male, and this time around it seems to be the opposite. Now, I know Big D's around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. You're resetting. Don't go uphill. How dare you. Get down off that hill right now. Thank you. Trying to get greedy. Okay. That was a bit too aggressive in my opinion, but I'm going to make this work somehow. Also, I'd like to point out, so my Kuno here is my main character. She's the character that I played on the most over the years, as indicated by level 64. Obviously, that's not saying a whole lot. That just means that I've just played on her a lot. Since I hit 64, I have not grinded like single hour. Maybe 1 hour, maybe. But for the most part, that 21.757 is mainly from doing life skilling. It's pretty incredible what you can do for life skilling. And I do not AFK fish, for anybody curious. I do not. The only fishing I do is actually from bartering and like killing sea monsters because of the new fisher for your boat. And we just wait so patiently. Becky, can you call our new friend? Just teleport him, please. Please, Becky. No? Okay, cool. Big D, where you at? There you are. Big D don't care about no walls. Big D. What? Distance is too... Game, are you high? I need to click this before I start typing. Level 1. I knew it was going to happen. Alright, Eastern Gateway. So we're starting to get to a point where if I start getting more male horses, I'm probably just going to start selling them. Male horses can breed twice, and female horses can only breed once at tier 6. I don't know if that changes at tier 7 or 8. I think it's consistent. Male horses, for some reason, have enough in them to breed twice. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not PA. I don't make the rules. I'm just explaining them. So, with that being said, I don't need as much male horses. I need a lot more female horses, which is why I chose Heidel for more of my male horse storage. The female horses, though, they do get stored practically anywhere else. I think the last time I did this, I ended up with all of Calpheon full and a few other locations. Excuse me. But male horses I did not like throw in more than one region. It was just, I believe, just Serendia. The perfume wasn't active. Okay, good thing I caught that. I forgot that when you server hop, it removes that. So Calpheon, I don't think, yeah, no more there. So we're going to throw this horse over at Keplan. Throw is a very aggressive term, but you know. We're going to transport the horse carefully. Definitely not. You know what I kind of wish they would do, and this might be wishful thinking, it might not be good, but because it would break some things. What if they made a system of make it like really low obtainable XP, but when you transport a horse, it takes 10 minutes. What if that 10 minutes of transport, you could get a little bit of mount XP on it? Like not a full level up or anything like that, or maybe make it to where you could transport the horse, but you'd have to then like hop on the horse and then actually like move around on the horse to then get it to finally level up, kind of like a training dummy. You only get up to 99%. You know, something like that. All right. Let's head over here.
If it's about Calpheon, go grab that Fogan and talk with him.
I like the sparkly effects from doing that. It's the health and mana restore right now. Is it really only... It's 19? Wow, that's like nothing. You know, I need to work on this one day. Just like upgrade these to plus 10s. I have 3 to plus 8s. I don't know why I haven't. Other than just... I just don't want to do it. Is there anything? There's like literally nothing for me to do. I'm trying to sell this, by the way. Most of the bundles became available, I think it was today's Monday, so these bundles become available Saturday night. So start of the week is not a good time to try to sell Deboreka stuff. On Orsi. Alright, Jenny. Transport you to Keplan. Yeah, I'm sort of not really preparing for events. I know that what some people would recommend is to train horses up and then save the Imperial Delivery for Imperial Delivery events, which usually occur every once in a while. I have not been doing that because, I'll be honest, I am only really trying to go as far as getting tier 10 taps. I want to get all 3 horses tapped myself. I do have, I think it's like over 900 Royal Ferns at the moment. It's almost 1,000. Maybe it's 800. I save up enough for like 10 taps worth, and then I tap them all, and then hope that the horse gets ascended. 30 after 30 failed attempts, the 31st is a guarantee. The Peggy, the one that I'm currently using, Becky, she went, or I guess it, because it doesn't have a gender at a tier 10, but in memory of Becky, my female Arduinout that I also tapped, Becky, the female tier 10, is or went on 19 out of 30 pities, so I guess it would have been the 20th full attempt, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna make 10 sensors. I'm gonna start slapping a Doom. I think I did 5 or 6 of the extra taps I had had left over. I used those. Should be it. Yeah. So for the most part, that's kind of what I'm looking at here, is get 10 taps worth of materials, and then once I do that, slap all 10. Because it's just kind of a pain to do like one every once in a while, so I just make it a bulk thing. Make 10 materials worth, and then go for it, and if it goes, cool. If it doesn't, then it's whatever. If it does go, then I have to move the other 2 horses, so I bought 2 Dooms, and I have bought 2 Dines, or Dines, however you want to say them. So, hi, horsey. Bye, horsey. I'm just waiting for this horse to figure out its life. Is there another horse around here? I'm blind, or is there no other horse? There should be 2 here. Unless somebody was over here and took one, which is fine. Not seeing any other horses nearby. Oh wait, I'm just blind. Cool. I don't see any horses. I've done like 4 circles, game. Don't make me look bad. I do that enough. Okay. Thank you for cooperating after running you around. I appreciate that. Don't move forward, please. That was an accident. I don't need my Discord open, I don't think. Teleporting horse, nice. Male. No. I think there's only... I know that was the last one. Okay. So any more male horses I can sell. In other words, I don't want to keep. I know that some people might be hurting because of that, but I've found far too many males today. I need to start finding females. There's no way for me to really know until I go to register them, basically. There you are. Like a Twitch streamer over here. Don't kill the horse, please. Going back uphill, aren't you? Go away, elk. Don't even start with me. That elk looked at me funny. Yeah, it's alright, run away. I felt like this time was a little slower, but my buffs say otherwise. Alright, hop on, hop off. Hop on, Becky. So the, I think I might have mentioned this before, but I have nothing else really to talk about, so. Pearl Abyss, during many different events throughout the years, they've like given out items and stuff, and one of the items that they gave out was a craftable choose your horse selection box, and that was from an event. I need to server hop, so I'm just gonna BRB screen. And during that event, you basically had to log in and get some like challenge reward thing, and then combine them together, and then you can basically choose your dream horse. Choose a male, choose a female, whatever. And then after that, they also gave out the choose your tier 10 box. Well, I have not used that tier 10 box. However, I did get a male Pegasus. Because again, I tapped Becky, the female Pegasus, the tier 9, which is the dream horse. It's funny, right? They go up to tier 8, and then they go dream and then mythical, but I just call them tier 9, tier 10s. Just for simplicity's sake. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, but I don't know. I could be wrong. So, don't move. Okay. So, my story is that I tapped the Peggy. I don't remember what attempt it was originally. Like the first dream horse that I tapped. I was hoping to get a Peggy though. I think it was between... I was building up like the sort of fail stacks. You have 3 different types of items and you can feed each of them to the horse, and I was told to do 100 items of one and then 50 of another, and that would be like, you know, give you the best chance to get one of the two and not the third. So I think I was doing 100 on Peggy, and then I would go back and forth between like Doom and Dine. I don't need to do a third one. Old muscle memory kicking in there. So when mine finally went, I believe it was either going to be an Arduinaut or Doom, a Peggy or the Doom horse. And I'm very grateful that I ended up getting a female Peggy, because Peggies tend to be a very sought after horse just because of the ability to get around pretty easily. You know, fly and glide everywhere. You can just surpass mountains and just not have a care in the world. So I was very grateful when my horse became Pegasus, because Dooms were available on the market, and so were Dines. I don't believe, you know, I can't check that right now.
Isn't he great?
You have to go to a main city to do that, but... So, for the most part, once Becky was created, or enhanced? I don't know. When Becky became Becky, the Dream Peggy, female Dream Peggy, I was happy about that. And then I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get a male, because I don't know if I want to really go through that whole process of like trying to tap for another Pegasus and whatnot and make sure that it's a male courser and stuff. Just not huge into horse training. I know it's crazy. That what am I doing today? Nothing but horse training. So at a certain point, when PA announced that they were going to be doing that event where you can choose any one of the horses, any one of the 6 at the time, because they didn't have like the Voltier or whatever it's called. It was just Arduinauts, Dooms, and Dines. I was kind of excited, but then also kind of like, do I want to, like, maybe I should get a Doom or something. But I was like, you know, between the 2 time periods of me tapping Becky, getting my first Peggy, and then getting that box, I had sold, I think it was 2 Tet Vahas that I had. I bought 2 Tet Narc earrings, and then I bought I think it was both female Doom and Dines. I figured I'd just get the male one later. And I have since then. I just bought them off the market just because I just don't want to deal with having to deal with coursers, basically. So that being said, I have the tier 10 Arduino now, the mythical, named Becky. And then I have both a male and female for both the Doom and the Dine sitting around places, waiting for their time. Their time is coming sooner than I might want to admit. It'd be very nice in the next 10 sensors that I make that I get both of them, and then you might notice on the right hand side of the screen Krogdalo's Sanctuary. It's the quest right here, and there's also the other one when I mouse over, it shows my other quests. I did do the one for the Arduino here, but I have not done the other two because I just don't have them yet. In Krogdalo's Sanctuary, I have many questions about like how it works and what you can do. Like, is it family bound? Is it character bound? I don't know. Can I put it inside family inventory? None of that information is available online. Either that or I couldn't find it. I was looking, but most of the places that I would normally look didn't have the information, so I don't know. I could potentially try like places like Reddit, try to find that information, but I don't know. I even had a couple of people, and I told them, you know, well, can you use this on other characters? Like, if you have the Krogdalo Sanctuary, is it like a physical item? Is it just become like a UI element? Like, what is it? And some of those people, they were like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. I only play on the one character really, but I guess I can check it out. And then they never told me. They never got back to me, and I never like continued to push them for it. So I will find out personally. And then by the time I do, I'm sure some people will be like, you didn't know that, dude? That's like kindergarten knowledge, man. Thanks. Thank you. Even if it's not family, the fact that I would be able to have all 3 horses, that's more than enough for me. It's just another one of those things on my 30-page essay of things that I could do in Black Desert. I could get better combat gear. I just don't want to. I could get better pre-owns, but I don't want to right now. Recently, due to some daily login bundles, I think I got 3 new outfits that I just don't want to burn. I think I'm sitting on like 10 or so outfits that I could burn for crons. I just don't want to. I'd rather have those boxes for some of my characters. Maybe future characters, I don't know. I literally am the embodiment of... There's a meme I saw. I think I've said this multiple times, but I'll continue to say it. I'm the literal embodiment of a meme from Skyrim. It's like a small area of like a castle type area, maybe like a house or like a one of the places that you can craft like potions and stuff. I played Skyrim a little bit, not a whole lot though. And it said me hoarding every little thing, every like potion, hoping to use it by the end of the game. And then it showed the same screenshot, said me after I've beaten the game. You just never use the buffs. I actually broke that cycle recently. This slot here was there was a 3-hour buff. There's 2 different types of bourbon that they gave out because of Deadeye. So this is the mob one, but I was using the life one until I got down to 1, and then I was like, I don't want to use it. I want to hold on to it. And then I was like, F that. It's time. I was doing some cooking, and it gave me the mastery I needed to stay over 2k for like 3 hours, as long as my other buffs were going, and I was like, I'm just gonna, for convenience, I'm just gonna use it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm more or less getting around to the idea. I didn't use one buff though, the flower. I'll probably try to use it, maybe. It's an animation thing too, so maybe I just didn't want to use it because of the animation, but it's 50% XP, so you know, it's like really good. Hello? Horsey? Hello? Please go back down. What are you doing? Get off that rock. Thank you. Don't get on the other one. Oh my gosh. Stop trolling me. All right. Another one. Right.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that
Okay.
fogan and talk with him.
Horse teleported, but not the whole distance. Still faster than not teleporting, so. Kaplan should be a full storage. Yeah, there's a lot in Calphion. So Calphion and Medea minus Stonetail, I think, is what I'm going to try to fill up here. I think I know it was a couple months ago, and I haven't been horse training all that much. Like the last week, I've definitely been doing a lot more because EXP. But I'm pretty sure the last time that I did this was like, was it back in like December, November last year? Or was it back in January? Because it's been like 4 months since January. You good, bruv? Can you go the opposite way? Thank you. Okay, now you just teleport back to your spawn point. That's fine. Well, it's not fine. Dude, he's still losing his mind. Okay, he's good now. Or she, I don't know. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. I'm still gonna wrangle with them. Main thing, again, is just XP. That's all I'm going for. Up to 40% now. That is 21% for 41-ish minutes. Ay, ay, ay. That was 3, wasn't it? I didn't need to do 3.
Yep.
I have not had one fail on 2 in a very long time. Maybe it's like a really low chance. I don't know. I know people have done like statistics and numbers and everything. I could probably get away with just like feeding them 1, but it's fine. I have like 40,000 of the raw sugar lumps. Is that what they're called? Lump of raw sugar. Raw sugar. Yeah, 67,000. Because I think that's used in carrot confet. Is that how you say it? I was going to make some, but I haven't used that in years. I love the Dream Horse. Dream and Mythical's horse's ability to like recover stamina and health. I absolutely love it. I remember the days back before I got Becky. Well, I had another... Did it? I don't remember if my other horse before Becky, like the courser that turned into Becky, was also named Becky. I don't remember. You are able to change the name of the horse when you go to courser it, I believe. Please, just don't go back down that way, please. This is technically the same level, but I have to go down and then slightly go back up. So this is potential to be awkward. Also, the press spacebar to start the wrangling here is very, very lenient, as you just saw there. Usually, I try to hit spacebar no later than their hooves hitting the ground again. Sometimes I'll try to eke out a little bit more distance before then, but for the most part, as soon as the hooves look like they're about to hit the ground, that's usually about the time I hit spacebar. Nope. Yeah, just like that, Becky. Oh, a little bit of lag. Fine. Should really go and use my Agris. I see it burning up there. I haven't really been grinding. I take that back only slightly. I did grind for XP recently a few times. Like last night, I think I did 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours last night. I was grinding with some guildmates, so. But for the most part, I don't really go grinding. I'm more life skill these days. I have been since the start of the year. I've just really been getting in tune with my life skilling self. I started playing the game as a life skiller, so it's like back to basics, but not. Alright, no bell. Every time I say that, I would want to be like, Nobel Peace Prize. Okay. Are there horses here? There are. Nice. Now, there are a few other places that I do know of for horse training. There's one just outside of Portaferia. There's like a cliff to the south of Portaferia. I saw a streamer, they went over there, they had their farms up there, and they also could capture, I think it was like 3 horses. And I'm not going to say that it's closer, because I haven't actually tested it, than like where I'm at currently to the Southern Guard camp. But they basically ride the horse from on top of like this little plateau or butte or whatever it's called, elevated hill. And then they basically walk it off the cliff. There's like a kind of a natural ramp, but not really. And then they take the horse over to the stable keeper, register it, go back up, do that 2 more times, server hop, and that's it. Me, I'd rather at least do this location because there's 7. The 3rd spot is a bit further away, admittedly. It's like down over here, but you know, 7 horses. If you're going to be having like a bunch of buffs like this, it just, yeah, there's a little bit of downtime like this where I just wait for the horse to get over here, but in my opinion, I think it's still faster. It's still better, but because eventually you'll run out of servers to hop to. I don't know if that person like goes through every single server and then by the time that they're done, they can then go back to the first one and it's respawned. I have no idea. If so, then that's a better rotation, but we're not here to split hairs, I guess. I'm here to catch horses, and hopefully you're here to just hang out. I have nothing else to offer you. I'm just being honest. This isn't Twitch. I don't have Twitch drops or anything. I'm just streaming again because it's been a couple of weeks, I want to say, since my last solo stream. I've been streaming with my brother, obviously, like on Tuesday and Saturdays, but I personally have not been streaming any like solo content.
Yep.
Hop on, hop off. Hop on my own. Off we go. I might get back into like Warframe this week too. I've been playing a little bit more in my spare time. It's been a lot of fun, but definitely might do more of that on Wednesday for Warframe Wednesday. Maybe Dyson Sphere on Friday again. Just kind of depends. Maybe not. We'll see. If I do, it's not going to be for very, very long. Life is kind of shifted a little bit for me, so I'm going to be doing my best to be available and help those around me that need it. No, you stop that right now. Yeah, one of the things that I'm going to try to push for as well is pushing for level 64 again. my Dark Knight last night from grinding 2 hours at Lower Gyfin with some of our guildmates. I think I got 11% in 2 hours, which I don't remember the 64 to on Kuno grind, but my gear was worse for starters. And some of the buffs that we have access to now are just like insane. There's a 500% combat one that's like 6 hours or maybe 10, I don't remember. It's ridiculous. I guess while I wait for this horse, I can show you guys some of them. Like this is the bourbon I was talking about, an extra 500% combat XP for 3 hours. There's this cake thing here, 500 minutes, 500%. So those two alone is over 1,000. There's another 300 here for 10 hours. This marshmallow one, this is a winter, like Christmas sort of event that they did. 300% for an hour, like 100% there for 10 hours, 5-hour cooldown. Another 100% there. These are harmony. 100% here for combats. I even was using combat life skills, or lightstone, excuse me. Combat life skills, yeah, that's called hunting. 4 combat XP ones. This gives a total of 100 for the 4, and then the set bonus is another 300, so it's a passive 400 all the time. I did use that when or maybe I didn't use that when I was going to 64. Maybe that's why it feels so different. I don't know. What I do know, my idea, is 11% in 2 hours. I will be done in 10 more hours. So 5 more nights of 2 hours a pop. And 2 hours seems to be about my limit with like a 5-10 minute break in between. I'm not, I hate to be like this because some people think of me in a bad light. I've been playing this game for over 4 years. September of 2020, I think it was. Maybe 21, I don't quite remember. You can go back and look on the channel for sure, though. It was the very first live stream I did was sometime either late August or start of September. I don't know, at least 4 years, I'll say. It might have actually been like 5 or maybe 6, but I'm not going to count my first year or two of playing the game. Those were wild days. But I've been around for a while playing the game, and as a result, some things have become easier over time, like certain life skills, and then there are other things that have just become a lot harder because I've also aged. So, like my left forearm right now is actually hurting from just doing this today. That doesn't sound that impressive, does it? All I've been doing is horse drifting and instant excelling, dashing back and forth, catching horses. It's all I've been doing, but my forearm is actually hurting pretty bad. So, yeah, it sucks. Getting older sucks. And I'm not even that old for anybody curious. I just turned 30 in March. But still. Me now versus me like 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, things have... I can tell. I can't do the same thing that I used to. I even started playing on controller a little bit because it does help out a little bit. It's just my thumbs that hurt at the end instead of like my forearm and stuff. My mouse hand actually is totally fine most of the time. It's just my keyboard hand. The different muscles and nerves that are being used. It's probably from what I did last night on Dark Knight. And I know, you don't need to say it. I know Guardian is more comfy, it's less APM, and it's just as strong, if not stronger. I know. I just don't like slow classes. Guardian, in my opinion, is slow. I will continue to complain about my muscular issues and aches and pains because... reasons. I don't have a good reason, just reasons. Oh, you're a Riley one, aren't you? This is big D energy if I've ever seen it. Buddy. Yeah, all black coat, black mane, black tail. This is big D right here, baby. All right. Wasn't there a third one here? Have I gotten it already, or am I just like delusional?
Yep.
The character just said yep to me, but I might be delusional. I didn't see any. I'll try my best to pay attention when I go back there. There's still 2 more horses at least, so. Also, I don't quite remember the respawn timer. I also vaguely remember that they've changed it a little bit over the years. It might still be 2 hours. I don't know. We're going to transfer you to Port of Furia. If I'm reading my buff timers correctly, these should be the last 2. There should not be a third one over here. Potentially. There's also, again, possibility that somebody could have snagged one of these over here. Who knows? Double checking. Movement not detected. Okay. Please, yep, there you go. Yep. I didn't even see what bosses was where I was so focused on trying to find horses. I might potentially go, depending on who it is. Well, I heard the sound of an Uber boss. Sounded like potentially Kazarka. If I somehow get that right, you're just not going to show me. Cool. Guess I'll load Discord back up. It's Kutum. We're not going to Kutum. Kutum doesn't die anyways, most of the time. I mean, people still go to Kutum. Becky, please cooperate with me. But, yeah, people, even though people still potentially go to Kutum, it's not enough. Even during events, Kutum still takes a while to die.
Go grab that Fogan and talk.
It's another female. Was it? Hang on. Arma.com. The boss hunting Discord has not reported that it is the upgraded version. That or I'm just absolutely crazy. No votes yet. So nobody. So when a boss spawns on Garmoth.com, there's like a little window that pops up telling you to like vote for which one it was. I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, I have no idea because the display thing didn't even show up on stream. I know that the like bottom right showed like the little thing for like Kuda and Bulgasol showing up or like spawning, but the message on the top didn't show up because I was too busy in a horse capturing animation, so, or mini game, I should say. Horsey. Oh. I ran right by him. We got another Twitch streamer, Horse. Horse, please don't make this difficult for me. This one may be a little difficult. I don't like its position. Okay. Not too bad. Still a bit strange. That looks very uncomfortable. Alright, please. This is the part. Okay. That was the part I was more concerned about, was trying to actually mount the horse. Here we go. About 2 minutes left on buffs. Sorry, it was all tabbed. Not that there's much of anything going on. I'll drink some water while I wait. The start of the hour, I believe, was 1920. Let's take a look. 1955, excuse me. Different year. Not the Roaring Twenties. 1955. Is that World War One? I don't remember. Bad when it comes to certain things. This is how I try to remember stuff that, and it doesn't work because I don't remember if 1955 was World War One. Could have been after World War One, or maybe World War Two had just started. I'll drop it. But 48% currently. And with this horse being registered, it is transports Portaferia. We are up to 4974. I'll just take a screenshot of this. I'll just do some calculations later. I need to hide my screen temporarily so I can swap to a different server. And then we'll pop some buffs. We'll do a second hour. And then hopefully I'll run some numbers after that and see roughly like how much XP I earned. And then I also need to... I'm probably going to run over to do some... what's it called? Alright. Distracted. Some mildly AFK horse training with the rest of my buffs active.
Yep.
I probably shouldn't do that, though. I probably should just wait here. So I can just do more horse capturing. Maybe I'll do that more this week. Let's go back to the game. I'm going to activate my fairy buff. A lot of my buffs are about to actually expire here in 10-ish seconds. So I'm going to wait for these to be repopped. I mean, I could actually pop a lot of them. Even though this is still active, technically I could use it. It's strange. Buff bar. Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was it, right? Hopefully. That's energy recovery. I don't want to use that. Did it? I think so. Oh, there's a flower here. So life. It'll do life XP. So this is the animation that plays. There's a difference for male and female. The female one, she just kind of sheepishly does that and then hands out the rose. You can't move at all during that animation, which is why I didn't do it the first hour. But if you're with somebody else, they also get the buff, which is pretty cool. I think the male one, he like takes a knee and then presents the rose, I think. I remember years ago, a buddy of mine who played, I think, was he? I don't know. I don't remember if he was on Ninja or Sage. He was one of the male classes for sure, and he did it. We were doing grinding. I told him I can use one of the flowers, and he was, let me do it. So he did it, and I was like, okay. And I saw the animation, so a little bit different, but pretty cool. I don't, maybe that was like 3 years ago. I don't remember. 2 years at least. Maybe I've just forgotten a year. Would make sense, actually. For anybody curious, I don't know what server to go to next because I've officially run the gauntlet of 1 through 5. Right now, because I'm not in guild servers too, I do have the, I think, is it 5-minute cooldown now? Used to be 10, 15. Used to be 15, I remember that much. A lot better these days, but it takes me about 15 minutes to do a full rotation anyway, so no harm, no foul. This is a female, we'll call her Big M, because Big D was the male version. That's all blacked out. Let's go over to Bear. Where, oh where? I heard the horse somewhere over there, but... Oh. I forget sometimes it takes them a little bit to actually spawn in. Are you gonna reset? Yep. Henry, help me. Okay, bye, Henry. I am alt tapping like crazy right now. I should probably focus on what I'm doing here. Nyong. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I want to purchase from market. I mean, I have 5 billion, but that's not much. You know what? I'll put an earring up. Why not? Horse is here. Right. Transport over to. I'm gonna double check. Yeah. Bear. I can't wait to get the 3 dream horses because I'm still gonna have to do this. I'm sure. Then at that point, I could attempt to just train up another dream horse. I don't. Can you? I think you can list mythicals, right? Tier 10s? Maybe. I don't know. If you can't, then I mean, I could always make extra dream horses, like throw a bunch of the materials that I have at coursers, and then if I get it to go, then I can train it up and then sell it for like 12 bill or something like that. I don't need to, but it'd be kind of fun too, I guess. I did 3. Old muscle memory habits kicking in for you. Hop right back off. I love how my character, when getting on a horse, whether they have a stable and like stirrups or not, the animation remains the same. It's a little goofy. One of those things you just don't really notice most of the time. At least I don't. I'm blind to a lot of things like that. Teleported? No, soldier is who I saw. Horse teleported. Alright, this horse knows the ability to teleport across the world, so we're just gonna delete it from the game. It's not actually a bad thing. It's just a weird interaction that occurred. I don't know what caused it. I really want to know the root cause of it. I don't think it should be a bannable offense if you like know how to manipulate it and do it all the time. Because it tends to happen randomly, but if you could find a way to do that, it would make it faster. But I don't know. It seems like this pack, though, of 3 tend to do it a little bit more. That's what I will say. That's an observation that I've made. It might be a certain distance thing. Because, like, the horse should be running to me right now, and then by the time I actually get over here and then, like, hop off, the horse is a certain distance away. And I wonder if it's related to a certain distance. But then again, there's also been times where it just doesn't do it. Maybe it's a thing of, like, my camera. Like, if I'm zoomed in completely looking this direction, like, does it happen more often? I have no idea. Without, you know, potentially looking at the code of the game, which is a bannable offense, to my knowledge. Can get you in a lot of trouble, at least. Those are things... I don't even know how to really do that sort of stuff, if I'm honest with you. I know some people will be like, oh, you sound really smart. No, I'm an idiot. I just very passionate about Black Desert, so I know a lot of like how the game operates and how it functions, how things work. I'm always trying to pursue the next weird thing, because then it's like, it's a eureka moment of, oh, that's weird, what's going on? We need to find out why is it doing this. Just, wow, dude, it's so cool. You know, that's kind of how my brain works in general, but where is this last horse? Here? I see movement or no? Where's the... I'm gonna take out my sword, but I'm too afraid I'll just slash the air. The horse will spawn the moment that I slash. Okay. You are resetting. I don't think I've ever had that happen before, where I'm like, I want to take out my sword, and then I did, and then it killed the horse. Like, it spawned right in front of my blade as my Kuno goes to take out the blade. I don't think I've ever had that happen yet. But if it does, man, that would be a funny stream clip. Alright, 2 more on this server, and then we are plunging into the depths of the unknown. I have no idea what server to go to. I have no idea what servers are most active. We are both... that was a weird rubber band. We are all going to learn something today. I hope by me saying that people don't think all of a sudden I'm online and want to chat. It's grind time, man. I also realized I put Becky at the stable. She's hanging out. You know, that's an excellent point. I'm going to quickly hide my screen so I can get guild buff, or the guild EXP buff. Go. It's 1 minute. I'm going to grab, I think it's 2,000 blood. That's 2,000. Let me go ahead and register this horse real quick. I totally forgot to do it. I keep forgetting I have permissions to be able to pop the guild buffs, and I just don't. Guild life EXP buff. Now, hide my screen. Go over, pop it. There we go. I was about to say I don't even see it on my bar, but I do. It's right there. That's another 40% that I just didn't do for an hour. That's exciting. I really do forget. I'm just bad at it. I've been told several times, like, you can use them. It's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. I just equated to some of the scars that I carry from previous guilds. There were so many people that were just so angry.
Who used the guild buff 3 hours ago?
Did you check the Discord? The Discord page, or like text document or text channel, where when we pop the buffs, it like pings everybody that is interested in the, you know, correspond. You'll see my post there 3 hours ago.
Why'd you use it then? I was gonna use it.
Because people asked me to pop it, and I did. People say that video games are bad for you. They only cause PTSD. It's not really the video game's fault, it's more the person. Some games do cause a lot of issues, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my very soul is scarred by some of them. Just hang out here. Waiting for the horse. Oh, he teleported. I was stretching. Jenny. Transport. Air. Goodbye. Next horse. I will say, since the beginning when I was just getting a lot of male horses, things have swayed more appropriately to all the female horses, because that's what I need more, is more female horses than male horses, so... pretty much how you can interpret it is every single male horse that I find, I must find at least 2 female horses due to the breeding chance. Males have 2, females have 1. So, I just, you know, I need to wake up. I didn't have my normal caffeine today. Usually I have a Celsius energy drink. Those are so good. Especially retro. I'm a huge sherbet fan. Sponsor me, Celsius, please. I don't have that many people to watch, but please, I'd love some free product. But no, in all seriousness, I had some, like, coffee today. Like a normal Keurig coffee pod thing. I think caramel macchiato. I said it the way that I usually do. Caramel macchiato. Excuse me. Some people are like, you know it's caramel, right? Not caramel. Let me guess, you also say bologna, not bologna. Salmon instead of salmon. I do that just to upset people. It's funny. I don't know why I recovered. Alright, this is the last horse for this server. Now we will plunge into the abyss, not knowing where we end up. I will attempt to go to, I guess, this server. If there are no horses here, then I will probably end up having to character hop just to save my timers on my buffs temporarily. I think it's a 5-minute cooldown, so there might be a little bit of downtime, or we might just keep going. I have no idea. We're about to find out together. This is what we call a learning experience. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Okie dokie. Are there horses here? There are. Sweet. Only see the one though. Okay, there's 2. Big D's at you? No, the tail's a little salt and peppery. Okay. Yeah, you like that well over there? Yep. Henry, go get him. Henry's sort of helping. He's kind of confused, but no, Henry, over here. Henry. Well, he's keeping watch. You know, he's watching out for other wildlife. It's fine. He's doing what he can. I think I went with literation for a lot of my pets early on. Henry was one of those. He was a hawk, so Henry the hawk. You always gotta, like, Griff, the griffin. You always gotta have a pet named Steve, though. So I have I think it's a beaver. Not otter, I think it's beaver named Steve. He just felt appropriate for me. I could have named him Perry and then claimed he was a platypus, but I'm pretty sure it's a beaver. I don't know why I went with Juju. Spyro, even though it's not purple. I also went with Gabby. Don't know why I did that one. There was another one, Spyra. Oh, you can rename them now? Oh, okay. Never mind. I was like, you can do that for free? Pog? No. Deve. This is the fox that I got from Deve. That's why I named it that.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that.
Another female. Transports. Calphion. Also need to reactivate that before I forget. Thankfully it hasn't expired yet. The perfume is the only real reason why I'm doing that. An uphill battle here. I don't want to do that. There we go. Oopie. I just realized something a little unfortunate. I shouldn't have popped that guild life XP. We'll see. We'll see. Because it has a 4-hour cooldown. We usually do sailing dailies in our guild at reset. Usually. Reset is in 2 hours and 36 minutes, if I can math correctly. It's 5 p.m. Pacific. It's currently 2:24 p.m. So it's not going to be available for the Salies. Potentially. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. However, if we have less than 5 people, I always could use this. It's not the same. Actually, it's better, isn't it? Because it's 40%. Yeah, that extra 40% could stack with this. Is the issue, right? It's always the issue. It's always issues. So if people care that much, if we have less than 5 people. Me and my guild leader, we usually use boats, and it's a lot faster with 2 people. And then, distance is too great. My brother. The horse ran right through you, quite literally. But yeah, that might be something as a retribution for me using it now. I should have used it an hour ago when I started, and everything would have been just fine. Because then it would have been off cooldown. Whatever. Life goes on. Big D. Every once in a while they do a few different events, obviously. They always rotate out events basically every week. And one of those events that they did not too long ago, actually, so I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a while before we see it again, is that the guild skills are like hour-long cooldowns instead of 4. So basically every hour you can just pop another, life XP, combat XP, whatever. I think it was back in January, like end of December, January, when I started playing again, when that event was going on. It hasn't really been that long. It's like 4 months. Maybe that's twice a year. I don't know. I hope I spelled the name right. I did. Cool. There are some names. I've been in the guild for like 2 months, but there are still some names I just don't really get right. I feel bad whenever I misspell them. I've been typoing really bad recently. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's see. Big D. I gotta keep Big D. Do I? I sold one earlier. There was a fake D. He was small D. I could transfer some. I could turn all my male horses into Big D's. That's a whole meme waiting to happen. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna end up selling Big D when I go back there. Again, though, if you don't know what I'm referencing, you have to go look it up. Yes, me being live, I'm telling you to not watch me and go watch something else. It's far more funny. Look up Donut on YouTube. It's a car YouTube channel. How much horsepower does one horse have? It's an amazing, amazing funny video. And the horse they use is nicknamed Big D. Or maybe that's his name. I don't know. They always call him Big D, though. And it's so funny to me. So that's the reference for anybody's like, oh, is he making innuendos and like adult jokes? No, I don't really care for that sort of stuff. I understand Big D is one of, oh my gosh, that was a really bad lag spike. I understand that Big D is probably what they're referencing there, but yeah, no, I'm doing it because of that, because it's funny. But I still don't like the joke. It's in honor of Big D. It's now. Yeah, that's great, man. Okay. Anyways, there we go.
Maul is an expert on Fogan language.
Jenny. Distance is too great. Oh, it's my horse. Okay. Sorry, Big D. Bye. I'm hoping that, yeah, level 1. Great. It's more training XP, I guess. To my understanding, it used to be when a horse leveled up, you got a bunch of XP, but nowadays it's as you are riding the horse and going distance, you now gain some XP, and you gain a larger portion of the XP upon level up. I don't know if it's like 20 to 30% of the full like time leveling up. How do I word this? When a horse goes from level 5 to level 6, I don't know if it's like 80% of the XP that it originally was and like 30% is while it's getting to full level up. I don't know. I don't know the specifics on it. All I know is that they did change it to where you gain training XP while the horse is getting mount XP. A lot of people will say, yeah, you know, just get a bunch of horses at level 1 if you're going for training XP and then just, you know, level them up. That's a faster way to get training XP. I'm not too concerned about trying to min-max everything. I'm just more concerned about just obtaining any amount. It's like, yeah, last hour was pretty decent, honestly. Would have been better if some idiot remembered, but you know, that idiot being me. For anybody's like, wow, you're being rude to your guild. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Teleported. When it teleports, I don't expect that. Tier level 8, excuse me. Almost all the places full in Calpheon now. It's pretty good. And for anybody curious, like, what do I do with the horses? Do I train them to 15 or 30? I did mention it earlier, but I didn't mention the second half of it, what I'm about to say. I do train them up to level 30, and then I breed them together. That's the part I didn't mention earlier. I do keep the tier 7, tier 8s that I get, and I have not actually done anything with them yet. I have a stockpile of those. I don't see a third horse down there, unless I'm blind. I don't see it. I'm just going to assume that it's not there. Yeah, the tier 7, tier 8s, I haven't really done anything with them yet. But there is that part of me that I do know that eventually I'm going to do the whole like training up to level 30. You know, if they're coursers, I might even sell them on the market instead of Imperial delivering them. I don't know. I'll have to take a look to see like what a tier 7 would offer if I Imperial delivered it versus like a tier 6 or like a tier 8 versus a tier 6. Because if it's a lot better, I might just continue to Imperial deliver them. I might just hold off on the tier 7, tier 8s. I am aware, people have mentioned, and I thought I dreamt about Black Desert, but the devs did mention recently in one of the patch notes or somewhere, like the last month or two, they're going to be addressing, sorry, 777, nice. They did say they were going to be addressing training and making tier 8s catchable in the wild soon. And do some other quality of life stuff with training, like increasing the amount that you get for Imperial delivering, increasing some other nuances with horses to make them more on parity with like fishing, for instance, because, well, at least that's how I read it. I read it as we made fishing too OP, so now other life skills are suffering. We're not gonna fix cooking though, because screw cooking, right? Cooking boxes, 276 million a day for selling 220 of them, over 2,000 mastery. 276 million a day. You can do more than that in fishing in like 6 hours. But cooking? We don't care about that. I'm a little bitter about it, okay? Like, make the cooking boxes be 500 million. I'd definitely sell them every day. Admittedly, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, the vast majority of players will, or who are like making money off of cooking, will make meals all day long at as high of a mastery as they possibly can, at least 2,000. And then they will sell those on the marketplace for others that will then turn those into boxes or do other things with those meals. And then the loop continues from there. The people who are making the meals will continue to make and sell on marketplace with value packs, and those that are buying the meals will then continue to buy the meals. And yeah, I've been guilty of purchasing of purchasing the meals and making boxes myself, so there is that. Of course, teleported. Jack is getting sold. Goodbye. That was the last one, I believe. Hopefully. If not, I'm gonna look really stupid right now, but it's fine. We're gonna server hop here. All right, so what else have we got here? Nobel, Nobel, Peace Prize. Sorry, it's just random thing that came to my mind. Nobel Peace Prize. Anyways, horses. Got another half hour or so for 2 hours. Horses, Big D, more like a little bit ashy. It's like a silver sort of mane. I don't understand why the music just has to kick up like that. I understand I'm in a combat zone, but still. Right. Hop on, hop off. Make sure this is active for the perfume. And over here.
If it's about Calfield, go grab that Fogan and talk.
And we wait for it to move or teleport. Whichever comes first.
A horse is the best military weapon. It's the reason that great horse is essential.
Off I go then. How close am I to leveling up here? 67, not close at all. It's looking like about 40% in an hour and a half. That's, is it like 50% in 2 hours? That's insane. So my goal is to try to hit Master 20 and those that I already had Master before I started the goal. That is... Spacebar, okay. Hit the wrong button. So my goal was set back in January. My goal was to hit Master 20 in training, trading, and farming. So these three here, because they were already Master at some point. My farming is caught up to trading, which is good, but it's also not good because that means I just haven't been doing trading. It shouldn't be too bad of an issue because, well, maybe it is. I haven't checked for a bit, and I really should check. Gamma. Do I have brass? Oh yeah, I have a lot of brass here. 6,000 crates, okay. And then I need to check to make sure the worker is still working in Grana. Yes, okay. That's good. I at least had enough foresight in the past to do that. This one. Transport, send to... I'm sending these as the old system to Valencia. I probably should send them to, like, Lommel because it's probably further distance, but I don't know for sure. We're just going to send that over there, though.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that Fogan and talk with
Maybe I can send a 1K transport up to Lommel just to see. Because even, like, right now, I can see how long it's going to take. So, like, 4 hours. And if the distance is further than that, going to Lommel, then there could be cause to say it's further, therefore better distance bonus. But I don't know. Maybe Valencia too. I just auto-pathed over here in my head. Lommel to Valencia or Valencia to Lommel might be better, in my opinion. No, there's a second one around here. No, I'm not crazy. Might be. Sometimes horses don't spawn in right away, and sometimes I'm just crazy. I can't tell which one it is. Those are other creatures. Did I already get the second one here? This is your mind. This is your mind on BDO. Strange. I swear I didn't get that other one, but maybe I did. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways. Biggest thing about trading is just being active. I could, as dumb as it sounds, I could do some trading with the Forest Path Wagon with training horses at the same time, but I'd have to remember to like swap, I think, clothing from like trainers or like fine horse trainers clothes to traders clothes and like artifacts. I'd have to swap them back and forth. So I don't know. I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time. So right now I'm just trying to focus on training and bartering when there's an EXP event. Trading does not get any benefit from these events, so trading is something I'm just going to have to do at some point. With Seoul, the Royal Workshops up there at Yukjo Street, or Yukho, I don't know how you'd say it. This place, making these trade goods here, you can eventually sell them for money, so I am effectively going to be making a lot of XP from this. Let's start work on that one. So, you know, eventually this will be good, and eventually I'll get trade XP from that. Selling my cooking boxes every single day, which I should be doing, I'm just not, would also give me a lot of training or trading XP, so there's that. Or see where you at there. But yeah, pretty much my late term goal with this is I'm going to... Well, here's the plan. Train up as much as I can. Get tier 10 taps. Hope that this next 10 is the last 10. And if it's not, then I guess I cry and then, you know, move on with my life. But the goal is to eventually, all these horses that I'm getting and breeding for, I'm going to liquidate most of them down into materials for other horses. Maybe I'll make like another Pegasus, or hopefully make another Pegasus for like a seasoned character. Just to have a horse to go around, because I do already have like 2 horses that I use for other characters. But there's also the other point too, that would I even need another Corsair or like another Dream Horse if the Crocodilo Sanctuary is usable on a seasoned character?
Yep.
The answer obviously is no, but there's that part of me that wonders like how a lot of those like what ifs or how does it work, I won't know until I get it. Unless somebody feels so courteous to tell me exactly how it works. I'm literally living the epitome of, guess I'll do it myself. Of course, didn't teleport now. Okay. So we'll just hang out here, horsey. We'll be coming from that direction over there.
If it's about Calpheon, go grab that Fogan and talk with him.
It's about Calpheon.
Okay, Ambrosia. Calm down. There's a horse.
Maul is an expert on Fogan language. Isn't he great?
Level 1. Good, good amount of XP on that one. So here's the other question, right? This just requires, like, deep testing that I don't want to do. That level 1 horse I just got, how much XP did that give me versus, like, a level 10? And is the XP difference made up from actually training that level 1 horse to tier 10, or to level 10? To tier 10. Because if it is, then it doesn't matter what level I get here, they'll all eventually give me the same amount of XP. It's just, if I'm trying to push to do XP here, level 10s would be more preferred because they'd give me more XP while all my buffs are active, while I'm actively catching horses. Versus passively, I'm not gaining as much XP because I don't have all these buffs going. Another thing to think about, another thing that makes me wonder. And I just need to tell my brain, shut up, catch that horse. Take horse to stable. Don't worry about the what ifs. Worry about the things that you do know. You're to catch horses. However much XP you get is just how much you're going to get. If it's less than 50% for 2 hours, then it's just going to be less than 50% for 2 hours. That's just how it's going to go. And realistically, we hit over 50% a little bit ago. Probably the last horse definitely pushed us over 50%. 1955 is what I started with almost an hour and 45 minutes ago. So it's going to be more than 50%, maybe like 60. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. The last time I did this, it was about 60% in 2 hours. So.
If it's about Calpheon, go grab that Fogan and talk with him. Maul is an expert on Fogan language. Isn't he great?
Alright. Level 10. I'm going to sell you. horses around here. I'm not seeing any. I really am starting to get to the point where I'm like forgetting what I've done a little bit. I do need to get through this server and the next one before my buffs run out though. So ideally. Let's go down there. Once I'm done with 2 hours of this here, I might potentially do a little bit more. I'm not entirely certain. I don't know what else I'd really do. This is all I really planned to do today, so. The horse is up over there on the ridge, okay. I'll have to try to remember that. Horse can move and, you know, go back to its spawn point and whatever else, so. As long as I know where its last location is, it should make it a little easier, hopefully.
If it's about Calpheon, go grab that Fogan and talk with him.
What I'm going to do here, I need to get some more water because my throat's starting to get kind of dry. I don't really have a lot of water left.
Mole is an expert on.
So what I'm going to do is not spill my water on my laptop. So that we're going to transport this horse. I'm going to go catch the last one, and then while I'm waiting for it to come back, I'm going to go and quickly go get some water. Try not to waste my 15 minutes of buffs left. Horse was up here. Is here an elephant? I know there's only elk around here. I swear the sounds that they make are just not accurate. I hear you. Oh, there you are. Can you reset, please? Or just like figure out your life here. This is the exact situation I found myself in the other day. Actually, it was yesterday. Seriously? Stop making out with the elk. About to create hybrids around here. Hybrid on hire. Master 28 fishing, nice.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. I'm back.
If it's about
A little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's fine. This is my plight. Okay. I need to server hop real quick. Should have probably just put that screen up. This hopefully will give me 7 more horses. I have no idea. We'll find out. Okay, let's see. There's no bell popped. Let's hop on horsey. And going to go and yep, horsey, nice. Okay, I was about to say a singular horse. I was really hoping that it wouldn't do that, because this animation's way too long in my opinion. Like, oh darn, I failed. So, I fail at things too, Kuno, it's fine. You reset? I'm very surprised you didn't. A big D there just reset, so... Yep. Probably shouldn't be spamming spacebar either like I am, but you know. Hop on, hop off. Hop on. Spacebar, do this. Drift, instant excel. Now wait. Alright. Another mail. Just gonna go ahead and sell you, buddy. I did the thing, didn't I? I was paying attention. Very surprised it didn't break. There's a thing that can happen if you spam spacebar at the end of the event, which is why I stop a lot of the time. If you continue to spam, it can cause the minigame to start, and then like after 2-3 seconds it fails immediately and then the horse gets away. It seemed like I did that, and it didn't fail and didn't run away. I don't know what was going on with that. Very strange. You know, I'm thankful that it didn't run away and do all that, because that's annoying, but... Let me just wait.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that Fogan and talk with him. Mole is an expert on Fogan. Isn't he great?
It's over to Calphion. I have 3 more stable slots for females at Calphion. And then could start filling them up over at Medea, but yeah, this capturing horses, like wrangling horses like this, I only really need to do it like every couple of months, really. Maybe if I had started being extremely active in like AFK horse training every single night and like was getting horses up to level 30 and then breeding them, doing all that stuff months ago, because I started doing that realistically maybe last month, but again, it's been very hit or miss. Especially since the update, because they did update Imperial Steeds this year. I want to say maybe back in February sometime. I don't remember. It's been a bit now, but when they did, if I had started before that, then I would have felt really bad. But yeah, they did the Imperial Steed updates, and then after that, for sure, I started definitely doing a lot more breeding and stuff.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that Fogan and talk with him.
Got water, I just never drank it. 1 second.
Maul is an expert on Fogan language. Isn't he great?
Oh, water. Mercy.
A horse is the best military weapon. It's the reason that great horse is essential. In order for a horse to use its skill well, it must be trained.
Here comes Orsi.
Have you ridden a horse that can sprint? The thrill can never be compared to anything else. A horse that can sprint. Find out through horse market. Read by yourself.
Level 1, baby. Let's do that. These last few horses is going to be the last that I do. Oh, Becky leveled up to level 33. That's nice. That did hack the amount of training XP that I have earned from harvesting, from capturing these horses.
If it's about Calphion, go grab that Fogan and talk with him.
No horse teleporting. I guess I'll just wait. Sun go. Sorry, the voice actor who did Sangoon, he was given inspiration, and it was just shout his name. He was like, "Bet I can do that." Sangoon. We will not leave here alive. Sangoon. The entire time. I don't know what it is about Sangoon. I absolutely love his voice lines. Mainly that one. It's I see a horse up there, hidden in the shadows. He is Bat Horse. Bat Horse is moving away. Don't go any closer. Okay. Almost went way too close. 1 or 2 more steps, he would have fled. Would have fled the scene. YouTube is showing 0 people watching right now. Yet I can see the mini player and my phone is still watching. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for censoring me. Oh, wrong one. Went to screen capture on my OBS. I mean, I could show you guys actually. Watch them fix it and be like, "Oh, you've had like 5 people watching this whole time." I swear. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for lying to me. Trying to make me feel bad. Trying to make me quit. Ain't gonna work. I have nothing better to do. Sounds really depressing, but I'm gonna refresh this page and see if it changes. One is saying that I have 4 people watching, the other one shows 0. So that's exciting. I have 1 person. Thank you to the 1 person watching. I was kind of goofing off a little bit the second hour. I wasn't really paying attention too much, so unfortunately I am going to lose out on one of these horses for buffs. I'm going to, just for the sake of completion, I will do this entire server as well, just because. Almost made my way to the horse before. For a second there, I was going to ride the horse all the way back over to Becky. I'm like, I don't need to do that. But oh well. Some of my buffs are wearing off here. Unfortunate. Yeah, YouTube is straight up lying to me about my current view count. It's crazy. I'll show you. Current viewers, concurrent 4. Concurrent viewers 2. Strange. Very, very strange. I don't need any more horses at the moment, but I will go get this last one just for principle. That will put me at nearly 50%. Nearly. Started at 1955. We're at 64. Was it? Yeah. Wait, that's trading. We're a little higher. We're at 80. I'm going to murder you all here, because I don't need you getting in my way of my horse. Okay. I was really trying to go for the fastest possible, man. Oh darn, I messed up the capture. We're back up to 4 viewers. Oh my gosh. It's crazy, dude. Popping off now. Yo, let's go. It's alright, that's probably cringy. At least I find it cringy. Is there anything else that I don't even know why I have pre-order for this. It's probably never going to get filled. I don't think I've ever had a value pack get filled, ever. Realistically, like, nah, I don't need it that bad. I'd rather put up a pre-order for this. I was looking at Debos earlier today. So, Debo rings had over 300 on the market. I kid you not. Earrings only had, I think it was, or no, there's 400 on the rings, 100 on the earrings, and there was not that much necklaces earlier. Seems like people are flooding it now. But rings on Tet side, they have dropped quite drastically. They were like almost 35, maybe it was almost 40. I don't remember. I think it was here when I was looking for them. Yeah, back about in February. Yeah, I didn't really like that they were like 40 billion. So they have gone down a lot in price since then. So this horse is just being sold, so it's fine. So that is the final horse out of the 2 hours that we did today. 64.99. Obviously, I still have a ton of buffs active at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to autopath up to Olvia. Yeah, none of that's ready. Okay. I'm going to run some numbers real quick on these 3. Did I get a screenshot of the trading? Why am I so obsessed with the trading? I did. Cool. This was the first photo. I need to delete that one. Why? They both are TRA. It's in the game. Sorry. 81.57. Okay, so for the 3 hours, I'm at 81.57 currently. It was 19.55, so it was 62.02% for the 2 hours minus. Yeah, a second. Okay, hold 81.57 minus 49.74. So the last hour was 31.83. And then 49.74 minus 18.55. So first hour was 30. So 30.19 for the first hour, 31.83 for the second. So it's about 30%, I would say, per hour, which is not terrible. It's still pretty insane, though. And this is only Master 8. This isn't even like... If it was like 30% from like Master 25 or Master 20, that would be a lot more tolerable in my opinion. I mean, I was pushing as much life XP as I possibly can, barring maybe, you know, a couple 10 or 20% things here and there, but I was running just about as much as I possibly could, including life buff from guild, 40%. Like, well, I forgot to do that in the first hour. Might explain the 1% difference, but yeah, that's insane. I'm probably gonna end up hitting Guru thanks to AFK. I mean, I hit Master 8 thanks to AFK, so
Animals that have
let's go
fallen.
repair, cover, check in Zoomy Boy. We're going to check repair on that. But yeah, this is it right here, level 28. What I think I'm going to do, I'm not really going to show you guys entirely where my AFK path is, so I'm going to, I know it's a shorter stream today, but I'm going to end it here. So, yeah, I just don't really have much else I have planned to do right now. I'm going to be coming back later on the game to do some sailing dailies, so I will be doing that later tonight. People in the guild and whatnot. So, yeah. Probably shouldn't have changed my pet group just then, but it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Like I said, it's not the longest stream ever, but that's okay. And, feels good to kind of get back into it again. It's probably going to take me a little bit to actually get back into like Monday through Friday sort of streaming. We'll see. My life, like I said, has gotten quite busy recently, so I'm trying to be available if I need to be, and and doing other things here and there too, between Blank Desert and real life. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the stream today. Greatly appreciate it. I am on the road to try to get 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and if you guys would like to help me in that, hit that subscribe button down below. You can also unsubscribe later. It's not going to hurt my feelings. But yeah, if you guys are interested in watching future streams, I do stream with my brother on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So tomorrow we're going to be playing, I think, more Banjo-Kazooie. And then on Saturday, we're going to play some more Majora's Mask. That's the one we started this last week. We started both of them, actually, this last week. So if you're interested in watching either of those, subscribe and ring the bell. There's also a Discord link down below if you want to be notified of future streams and videos that get published. I do make posts over there when I publish videos, and there's a bot that pings when I go live for streams. So those are ways for you to get involved in the channel here and be involved. That's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the stream today. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.